So in this segment, we're going to be talking about the best Mogg has to offer, which is something to do with cheese, fish fingers, and exit signs. So there's two clips I wanted to talk about. There's another article, but I'll save that one for its own video because it probably as funny. But yeah, this is great reporting here from Rachel Venables, I think her name is.
There who are in full-time work have to go to food banks, have to struggle to count the pennies every month to pay their soaring energy bills. Do you think they're really going to care about whether or not a vacuum cleaner is a certain wattage or whether or not sparkling wine can be served in a plastic bottle?
And just to add here, why would you want a 1400 watt vacuum cleaner when your energy bills are soaring? That's going to make it worse.
You're absolutely right that people will be interested in some things that we've done for the 1st of July, so that there was going to be an extra cost to fish fingers because of the way they are imported. That's a 2% increase that has been avoided. There was going to be up to 70% increase in the cost of some cheeses coming in. That we've avoided by using our Brexit freedoms. So there are savings to be had. But
is that the best?
And just before, trying to add a bit more to this, because she does a great job here, which is the only reason those products would have gone up in price is because of Brexit and the import checks that we were meant to do, physical inspections, etc. It would have pushed the price of fish fingers up. And, he mentions the 70% increase in cheese. That's also because of Brexit. So all he's done is put us in breach potentially of WTO rules in order to avoid the cost of living to go up even further. So what he's saying here is ridiculous because it's his own Brexit that's caused this problem.
Best you can do, cheese and fish fingers.
I'm just giving you examples of savings, but
we didn't save anything though. That's the problem. These are just costs you kind of alleviated because of Brexit.
So you're slightly missing the point, because the point is that this is the aggregation of lots and lots of small savings. And when you talk of vacuum cleaners, you want to, when you have to buy a new vacuum cleaner, to buy one that is the most cost effective and that does the job best. Now that may be an American vacuum cleaner, it may be a South Korean vacuum cleaner, which under EU rules we can't import at the moment. So getting value for money means opening yourself up to global markets.
What about the risk of deregulation going too far? How can you guarantee that the cutting of this red tape won't open consumers up to real safety and health risks?
Because this is about protecting consumers as well, and there's democratic accountability. So
there's not really democratic accountability, given we live under a first past the post system. You have around a 75 seat majority, and we don't go to the polls for 5 years. So that's just ridiculous. Plus the fact that no one actually voted to have sunset clauses on EU rules. You didn't mention that in your manifesto.
Viewers and listeners will be aware of where they think they ought to be protected and will be able to directly contact their MPs, because we are now in charge of our own regulatory systems rather than it being delegated to a bureaucracy that can't be changed by our own democratic efforts.
And do you know what, right? That's a bit loud, but if we go to this second clip here from LBC, which is that the emergency exit stuff, this is so great, honestly. And again, the journalist Rachel Venables deserves a lot of credit.
Board, can you talk to me about one or two of the laws that particularly jumped out at you as needing to go, as being ridiculous?
Well, there was one we were discussing earlier, which is, in and of itself, completely trivial. But it's
completely trivial. Him doing this is completely trivial. Okay.
Is a law that requires in tunnels. So if you go through the Dartford Tunnel, there have to be signs saying how you get out of it every 25 metres. But in this country, we use yards for road signs. So the signs say 121 yards in one direction and 1,152 yards in the other. We've got very funny numbers. And this is all because of an EU regulation hitting UK law and coming up with an odd answer. But this isn't the only one. There are...
Yeah, so far we've got cheese, fish fingers, sparkling wine in plastic bottles, and road sign distances.
When you look through it, the amount of things we regulate, the detail of things that we regulate, you ask, why are we doing that? If equipment is safe and works, why does it need a product-specific regulation?
Product-specific regulation, to make sure it's checked according to specific regulations, maybe? I don't know. I mean, it's just ridiculous. This is the best he's got. I really wish that outro wasn't so loud. It's very annoying. We're going to talk about the this about the sparkling wines in plastic bottles probably next in terms of video scheduling. You can see I've got a lot of topics to talk about, but this is genuinely really good work here from Rachel Venables, because she holds him accountable and you see Mogg's trivial answers. The only thing I wish I wish she had said is that the only reason that cheese and fish fingers would have gone up is because of Brexit and the cost of physical inspections. To the point where the UK can't even carry this stuff out. That's why we're moving to potentially a fully digital system in next year, which the system no other country actually uses. But anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Support the channel on Patreon if you can. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one.